Gunnar, welcome in.
Thank you guys for having me.
Well, we appreciate you coming on by here today. We know that there's probably a lot of excitement going on in your life, right? Not only do you have a chance to hoist a championship trophy here on Saturday evening, you had a chance also yesterday to get a little more exclamation point on this season. Let's talk about that. Where were you at when you found out you had become Mr. Soccer?
I was just in school. All the soccer players got pulled out of class. We met in our little community room. All of admin was there. Our coaches were there, and they made the all-state announcement. Announced the players that got all-state. Dream team and all that. And he ended with saying that I was Mr. Soccer, and it was just surreal.
You think about that. And as a former goalkeeper myself, I'm not 6'8" like you are. I was a 6'3". The one thing I would say from my perspective is someone who played the position, last line of defense, right? It's the goalkeeper, right? A lot of times you're the GOAT, or my dad always said you're the GOAT or you're the hero, right? You're either they're gonna remember that goal you let in, and it's gonna be there for a long time. They're gonna remember that big save that you made. Again, talk about what is like that psychological component of being a goalkeeper in 2025. It's probably very different than when I was a goalkeeper back in the early 2000s and late 90s. What's it like being a goalkeeper, and more importantly, what's it like to make that big save, knowing that your team is relying on you in big time games?
I think it's important as a goalkeeper. My coach always tells me to have thick skin and short memory. You kind of gotta forget some of the moments, some of the goals you let in, but also just being able to step up for the team, because all it takes is one shot for the team to get back into the game, and sort of being able to save the game in some moments like that just feels awesome to finally be play a significant role like that.